Let's start the poem, The Last Bargain. Right? I'll ask you the questions and you have to tell me definitely the answers. But before doing that, anyone who can give me the summary of this poem? Summary of Last Bargain. Yes, Anmol. Wait.
One day the the poet was in search of a good job. He wanted if anyone could hire him. Firstly, a king came and he asked him that he will give all powers to him, but he refused because he knew that he will lose his power one day. And and after some time, an old man came who offered him a bag of gold coins, but he also refused it because he knew that he will lose this money, and also money can make a person egoistic. Then he met a then he met a small boy on the beach who one would.
After that,
Then he went to a garden and saw the beauty of it, and
not the beauty of garden, but one girl was there.
One girl was there who he see, and then he thought that the beauty will also end because it is materialistic thing. Then he went to a beach and saw a boy who was asking him that I can hire you on nothing. Where then he said that he thought that uh, after talking to the child on the beach, he found happiness and sleep. He also found that happiness is one is the thing that is lifelong, and other all things are materialistic.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
In this poem, there is a man who is looking for a job, but still he wants his freedom. He gets many options like power, money, beauty, but he knew all of them are not permanent. Only they are all supplement complement. But at the end, he meets a boy who tells him that he would hire him with nothing. He saw innocence in that boy's eyes, and with job he chose that job because innocence was never.
Okay. Okay. So yes, ma'am.
This poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore, and in this poem, the man wants to do the work, and and a king come with a sword, and he said, "I will hire you with my power," but the man refused, as the power will end one day. Then a old man come with a bag full of gold, and he said that I will hire you with money. Then the man also refused him, as the money will end one day. Then a lady comes, and she was very beautiful, and she said that I will hire you with the beauty, but he also refused, as beauty will end one day. Then he saw a boy playing at the beach and making the castle. Uh, then the child said the man that I will hire you with nothing, and these words make the man free.
Okay, so it is all about that. We have three, you can say, major materialistic things mentioned in the poem. First thing is power. Second thing is wealth. Third is beauty. It is, we have three major materialistic things. First is power. Second, wealth. And last is beauty. In this, we all run behind these things, and that is for sure. There is no doubt, right? We want power, we want to be powerful, we want wealth, and definitely we want beauty, right? So these are just materialistic things, and these are not permanent. Okay, yes, these things make us slaves, right? Power, if we will have power, definitely it means we are slave. For wealth, though, it is very much clear, right? And same with the beauty. Okay, so these are just materialistic things, and we run behind these things and we ignore the real pleasure, you can say, that is the freedom. Okay, instead of saying only happiness, it is about freedom. Okay, what we actually want, we want freedom. Freedom is the, you can say, just imagine yourself in a cage, that you are in a cage and you don't have any, you have power, you have wealth, you have beauty, but you are in a cage. So will you enjoy that thing? Will you enjoy your power there, your wealth and your beauty? No, right? So this is about, the poet has beautifully depicted these things, or the, you can say, importance of freedom over these materialistic things. Is it okay? And now if I come to the theme of this poem, there is not only a single theme. You can divide the themes. There can be one or two themes, right? First theme is about that everything is, these things are just temporary, right? Materialistic things, and these things will fade, right? Or these things are not ever long lasting. Definitely after some time we'll lose these things, right? Second is about freedom. Freedom is the most important thing that we actually want, but we don't realize it until we are caged. Okay, then let me see. Avni has given the answer. The poem Last Bargain is written by Rabindranath Tagore. The theme of the, okay, for, I think for beauty, when we were talking about that girl, it was about happiness also, na? That her smile fades, and then she was, it was, her pain was hidden behind that smile, right? Pain in disguise. Okay, let me read this. Is written by Rabindranath Tagore. The theme of the poem is that money, power, and beauty are just materialistic things, and these are not everlasting. Money is important for a comfortable life, but the main thing that a person requires is happiness, which we cannot achieve by just money, power, or beauty. For getting happiness, one must be independent and have freedom. Satisfaction is the another thing, yes, which helps to lead a good life. Punya, it is. आजकल तो ब्यूटी डेफिनेटली इज द मटेरियलिस्टिक, यू कैन से, जो प्लास्टिक सर्जरीज हो रही हैं, देन ऑल वी जस्ट पे फॉर दैट एंड वी वांट to look beautiful in this sense, and other senses that sometimes we hide our pain behind our beautiful faces or our smile. Okay, in that case also. Got it? So Anved, what you have done, you had written the summary of this poem. If the theme or the question comes that you have to write the central idea or the message or the theme given by the poet, or what is the theme of this poem, that time you have to write the theme, कि वो कहना क्या चाह रहा है, what he wants to convey, not the summary that this happened, then old man came, the king came, then the beauty and all. Okay, you can write the summary, but after, as definitely if this question comes for 6 or 6 marks, 5 marks, 4 marks, that time write about that everything is short lived. Okay, we just run behind these things and they just perish after some time. Okay, this is the theme. And again, freedom, we want freedom. Okay, and then after writing this, connect that the poet refused, how the poet or how the person refused the jobs offered by the king, means that shows the power, money, and then beauty, and then how he accepted the freedom for nothing. Freedom costs nothing. Okay, so this way you have to write the theme. Kisi bhi poem ki theme aaye, first you have to write down what the poet wants to say, what he wants to convey, then you can connect it with the summary. Okay, sirf summary likhoge that poet has described this, that first this came, then second this came. That is just a summary. Got it, Anvay? If you have doubt, please ask now. Yes. Correct. Okay, now let me ask you the questions. First question is, explain I hire you with nothing. Explain this line, I hire you with nothing. First, you have to tell who said, to whom, and what is the meaning of this line. Explain I hire you with nothing. I hire you with nothing. Such type of questions can come because in this poem, I think there are so many questions. Every line has different meaning. Okay, write down and then you can speak. Explain. Explain I hire you with nothing. If you get such type of questions, means only one line is given and you have to explain. In that case, first you have to tell the name of the poem and the poet. Okay? Then who said this to whom or what was the situation. हमेशा कोई किसी को नहीं कह रहा होता. What was the situation and then explain the line. ठीक है? Those who are online, write down the theme. I'll read it. Sorry, write down this and I'll read it. Okay. Avni has given the answer. This is said by. Okay, Avni. Anyone? Anyone else? Anvay, you explain this line. Done?
The last bargain was written by Rabindranath Tagore, and in this line that I will hire you.
No
with
need
the-
to repeat the line.
And in this line, and this line was said by the child to the men, and this means that the child will hire the men with the freedom, and freedom is very everlasting and will never end.
Okay. Yes, Shreya.
This line was said by a small boy to the speaker. This line conveys a great message that freedom does not cost anything.
The freedom
Does not cost anything.
cost anything. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, Anvay. Type your answer. Akshima. It's only Avni who gives the answers. What about others? Written, Gurkaran? That's it. You have to explain the meaning of this line. I hire you with nothing. Okay. Yes, Pulkit. I have the limitation.
This line was said by a small boy in the poem Last Bargain. And this line means that the all person are free on this world, freedom costs nothing.
Chalo, pehle Gurkaran, then Param. Okay. Hurry up.
This line is from the poem The Last Bargain, written by Rabindranath Tagore. This line was said by a small boy to the person who was searching for a hirer. The boy was playing and was offering to the man to play freely. Freedom costs nothing. Freedom is the main reason for eternal happiness and peace. One should not run behind materials.
Okay. Yes, Param. Or add over.
A child said this line to the speaker when he was trying to bargain with different people for different things, but wasn't satisfied enough. The child hired him for nothing as he had nothing to give, which means now the speaker had nothing to work for and he got his freedom.
Okay. See, I'll give you one more hint. I have not given any hint. Chalo, one hint. Nothing. This indicates material things. Have I written the correct spelling? Yes, material things. Now, definitely he said that I'll hire you with nothing. हाँ? नहीं. अगर ऐसा आएगा तो you have to give example from your chapter only. But in writing skills, you can write any example. ठीक है? Okay, so I got answer, one more answer here. Yes. Okay, by this line, he meant that he will hire him for a job without giving him anything in return. And basically, he gave him freedom and chance to live freely as freedom costs nothing. This answer is given by Anvay.
This line is used in the poem The Last Bargain by the Rabindranath Tagore. A small child on the beach spoke this sentence to the person who was in the search of a good job. This means that the child will hire the man with not materialistic things like power, beauty, but with the freedom which can give him pleasure and happiness. He can live and work with satisfaction and free-minded.
Okay, but don't write that he will hire him with for freedom or like this, because he said that I will hire you with nothing. That this line is correct, that he said he will not be able to offer him any materialistic things, right? Like power, beauty, and wealth. So he said he is free. Now, if one person is free, then definitely the person is not at all a slave. Okay. So you can say the poet was, or the man was impressed by the innocence and the freedom that he got for doing the job. That's all. Is it okay? Nothing here means all the materialistic things that that child has nothing to offer. The child has no materialistic thing to offer the man. नहीं लिख दिया. Freedom is the right of what people look at the freedom is. But ये अभी थोड़ा सा बाहर चला जाएगा करने से, क्योंकि हमें सिर्फ इस लाइन पे फोकस करना है, ठीक है? अच्छा, now next is the old man offered the speaker a lot of money, right? Why did he turn down the offer? Why did he turn down the offer? What this you can speak, I think, without writing. Why did he turn down the offer? What was the reason? You want to give the answer? The old man offered the speaker a lot of money. Then why did he turn down the offer? What was the reason that he denied? Hardik?
Ma'am, the speaker wanted his freedom more than the money, and he don't want to become the slave on the gold. And he recognized his freedom more than the money.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, Bani. Jaldi.
Old man gave man a lot of money, but the poet refused it as but the man refused it as money is a materialistic thing and over one day, and money and wealth make a person egoistic.
Okay. That's it. Okay, I got answers here also. Because money is not everlasting, it would be spent one day. Yes. Also, if he accepted the offer, then he would have to work as a slave, right? So this is that why he denied, why he turned down the offer, because it was that money was not everlasting, right? And it cannot buy happiness, real happiness, you can say, okay? And then if he would have accepted the offer, then he had to work. Yes, Paramjeet.
Because he knew that one day the money will be over, and if he depended on money for his happiness, it will finish like money one day, which means happiness got with money isn't permanent.
Okay. What happened, Hardik? Do you have your books? No? What? How? That is the thing, na, that these are materialistic things and we feel happy after getting these things, right? But these are not everlasting. Money gayi, would you be happy? No. Real happiness is ki haan, we are satisfied and we don't have burden of all the, you can say, worldly pleasures. हम free हैं, जैसे saints होते हैं, they are free. They move here and there without any money or any such type of things. They don't have power, they don't have wealth, they don't have beauty. So chalo, that is, beauty means inner beauty. Okay, not your this beauty, not your physical appearance. Okay, inner beauty, how good you are. If you think good, this is these kind of things are your actual beauty. Okay, okay. Yes, this is the thing that when you are, if I say that you are beautiful, this means I'm talking about your inner beauty, not your physical beauty. Okay, that is definitely, that will fade away. Okay, acha, now just listen carefully. I'll read the stanza and you have to give the answer. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his nag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coins one by one, but I turned away. The last line, he weighed his coins one by one. To explain this line. What was he doing? He weighed his coins one by one. Huh? What he was doing? He was just showing off his wealth, right? And this means, this also shows that the man was not at all having good thoughts. He was not at all good. Selfish, you can say, right? No, he definitely he would pay, but he, you can say ego. Yes, ego, you can say. Okay. So, and he, according to the old man, he could buy anything with his money, with his wealth. Done? Come. Come, jaldi. Pichla. Acha, now I have this poem is important. Almost we have covered. If you have doubt, please ask quickly. For the theme, we can write two themes. One is that these things are just these are materialistic and yes, not everlasting. I hope you can explain this, that these things will perish, and if we own these things, right? If we are the owner of these things, definitely at some point we have ego. Okay, this will make us a bad, you can not exactly the bad person, but ego make us slaves also, right? We will be the slaves. Second theme can be the freedom and the happiness. That real happiness and the freedom does not lie in these materialistic things. And if we are free, it means we are really happy. Yes, Hardik, now अब तो ये देखने पड़ेंगे अलग अलग पैराग्राफ्स के. ठीक है. यस अनवे, क्या है लाइन? मैं पढ़ लूं. One day all glory will be as ash, ash into the peats. इसका मतलब गधा होता है, जो तूने स्पेलिंग लिखे है. अच्छा, now हाँ. The speaker turned down the offer as he will be egoistic man. He will spend the money and money is not everlasting. His happiness is, and he valued his freedom more than becoming a slave. Okay, Tanushka has given the answer. Old man gave him a lot of money, but he denied it because he wanted only freedom. He didn't want to be a slave. So, correct. Materialistic things will become slave. Second theme can be about freedom, about liberty. Is it okay? Clear? Yes, yes. जब मरना है तो we don't. You can give the example of that Sikandar Alexander. है ना? Alexander. Is it okay? He was wealthy. He was powerful, right? And according to him, he was very happy also. ठीक है? Not talking about the physical beauty. Okay, now I'm going to write few sentences. You have to identify the complement. Is it okay? Identify the complement. What is complement? Tarif? Praise? While underlining, now just try to find out whether the complement is telling you more about the subject or it is telling you about the object. ये भी ध्यान रखना. If it is telling you about the subject, it is the subject complement, and if it is telling about the object, it is the object complement. Done, Shreya? Okay, last sentence because time is running. Hmm? So that's it. Done? Okay, I got answers here also. Roll number 2. Akshima. All of you just listen. When you have to underline the complement, don't underline the verb. Verb is not the complement, okay? Verb is not the complement. Pulkit, ye tera? Start. Okay, George is the captain. Captain subject. Acha, subject complement. Right. It is the complement and it is a subject complement. Okay. Yes. Next is my sister looked worried. I वाले नहीं, E वाला. ठीक है? Compliments. Okay, spelling. COMPLE, not I. Okay. My sister looked worried. Worried. Sure, subject complement. Sure. Why? There is no object also. Okay, this is subject complement. Oh, we should keep our surroundings clean. Clean. Object कौन सा है? This is object and this is our visit made the host happy. Subject. Object complement. Host was the person who was the happiest. Okay. The book is very interesting. Subject. We painted the ceiling blue. Blue complement. Object complement. Ceiling to ceiling. Object है वो. Our dogs are very dangerous. Dangerous subject complement. Okay, now the time is over. I have to stop here. We'll discuss tomorrow also. Okay. Bye. Take care. सारे सही थे.